See, this would be so much cooler if the right.
你有没有打火机嘛？谢谢你。我的东西是太好了。
Oh, I'm watching 3D shit on the internet.
Hey yo, I'm taking a hike till the next market spike. I'm selling my shit and then I'm blowing a hit. Fuck, I'm getting fucked up on stocks. I'm staring at screens all day, but it rocks. Oh shit, I'm listening to Lip Biscuit while I'm trading stocks. Getting my derivatives straight. I'm watching the market analysis and getting it tight. I'm on the phone and making it right.
Don't analyze those words because those aren't true.
Now with 300% more dimensions. Oh, police, give me the cheese. Oh, police, give me the cheese. Oh, police, call the police, give me the cheese. Jeez Louise, call up the trees. Police coming, please police. Give me the cheese, it's on the moon, yo. I get a ride to the moon, getting some cheese and bringing it home. I got some Swiss and provolone. I'm getting the cheddar and putting it in. Bringing it back to the batteries of Babylon. I getting shit and put it in a triathlon. I'm throwing around and we're grabbing it. Yeah, it's just that like we would have to be really far away for it to work right. I think if we're like too close, it's just gonna be like
because like 3D cameras normally it's like as wide as the eye. It's gonna be like looking from a really wide.
Right, it's like we're looking at a really big person.
Yeah.
Is this better if we're back here? We're gonna try this for a little while, okay? I remember watching Michael Jackson's Star Wars in 3D at like Universal Studios or something, and they had this like fucking asteroid flying at the screen, and like it looked like it was really there. It was great.
Cast a dark shadow and you might see the light. Cast a dark shadow and you might see the light. Unless if you're around left and you might be capable of producing light. And you need the electricity, cause we all have needs, man. You can't do anything by yourself. Depends on something else. And that's the way life is. It's a fucking jerking off cycle of dependency.
I mean, I was a little kid, you know, very impressionable. I wasn't a critically thinking adult, so like, you know, I knew the asteroid wasn't actually coming at us. I knew it just looked like it, but it really looked like it, you know. So it's like fun to, you know.
I had a cat, he was so sweet. And the kid swept me off my feet. And I listened to David Bowie with it, and it was all such a good time. We were driving up on the highway, and we did this in the Bowie.
So I'm like trying to promote this viral video for this band I'm in, but the new Taylor Swift video is out. And like I almost went to share it, and I'm just like, what am I doing? The mass media influence is that deep, you know? Like it kind of like sometimes it directly interferes with you, you know? Like it knows that you're trying to do shit, and it puts some mass media stuff on top, and it's just like you're running, and then you're running the train by like sharing their shit, putting energy into that instead of your own.
Our
and
last,
that's how the media keeps all of us in a state
was,
of sheeple,
I said
supporting
I
the
released
big
it the
ones
same
on the
day
top,
that Star Wars
the little
came out.
people all
I
at
don't
the
give a
bottom.
shit about mass
All of
media
our
and
energy
all that
going
fucking
into
shit. Don't worry about that shit.
burning.
Why should I justify eating instead of it all? Why should I justify eating it all when I need to sleep?
Remember when we released our film on the day that Star Wars was released? We got crushed.
I know, the numbers were terrible.
Yeah.
Not for long.
3D. When I get you pulled up, yeah, when the time comes and I touch your bones, yeah, when I get you home, baby.
When I was like a kid, I always like thought of like times in the future and like years in the future when it's gonna be like the future. Like I'd always think like, what was 2015 gonna be like? And now I know what 2015 was like. So it's like what's the point now, you know?
Alright, give me dead guy face. Okay, you still gotta really drop it.
I don't know what that guy face is. It's hard to do it in this position.
Just drop your face completely. Yeah, like that. Relax every muscle. The cheekbones, jaw.
It's hard to not drool.
Yeah, well, you're drooling because you're dead, you know. But really, like, it's just, you just pretend that you just, that's what I mean. But if you make that face and leave your face in that kind of relaxed state for a long time, it can relieve much tension and give you more time to be a productive human in society. Learn these tips from
Do my eye have to be
economist. Now, when trying to save time, you have to have the appropriate piggyback for the time.
You want one that's not too large, but also not too small. You want a nice.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get fucked up this Saturday. Yeah, that's the way things grow, you know. I can go take it home, y'all. And I'm gonna take it home. You know, sometimes the people that argue over whether or not they knew what they were doing when they were setting up that document, but some people think that they were prudent men who can see the future, and they can see the future, they can see what kind of patterns, what things, great societies can do.
Biba, boodaba, bida, boodaba, biba, boodaba, boopa, boodaba, boopa, bidaba, boodaba, boodaba.
In the technodrome, and I'm like Kerrang. I got the brain and I got the fangs, so I'm vampiring my energies, and then I'm
Sometimes on the show, we stop saying sentences midway through.
Hey, life on Earth is really heavy. I mean, there's a lot to think about. I got a lot on my mind. So, you know, it's just part of me if sometimes I zone out. You know, sometimes it's not even like psychotic issues. Most of the time, I'm just hallucinating music. Like, I'll just drift off in conversation because I'm hearing like, like, that's what's happening in my head when I'm trying to talk to a client about the next big project, you know. The internet said that Wright said Fred is dead. The internet said that Wright said drop dead Fred is
Ralph.
cheesesteak soup. You get a cheesesteak,
It's all
you
grease.
mush it all up, and you put a fucking bowl in there. Like, hey, dude.
Like cheese and grease and clumpy.
Basically, you just screw up a really wet cheesesteak. You just
Liquefy.
You're like, you can't really do it right. You just, oh god, you just put it all in the bowl, and you're like, you're. I hope that made sense to you. There's a 45-second clip, and Google search engine optimize just that clip for people who need that question answered. You know, like, can the NSA hear me if I'm using my own? You know, that's the answer to that question. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there at prisonplanet.com.
We should probably research it a little more. I don't know if that is the answer. Is that the answer? You know for a fact that is the answer?
He's the only thing they could eat. I stole that song from
I'm going up to God and I say, I got this sin, so forgive me, man. And then he lets me in. But when you try to go down below, he's like, hey, man, you're evil and you got to prove yourself, yo. Yo, it's hard to get into hell these days. You got to be really badass because you got some competition in hell. Yeah, it's easier to get in heaven. Just got to forgive yourself for some sins and blah, 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 blah. But it's even harder to get in hell because Okay, we're going to temporarily disconnect blood flow. We're losing him! We're losing him! God damn it! We're losing him! Clear! Clear! What housing? Rensen,
You're watching Mike teaches Joe Chinese, and Joe doesn't get any of it, and never does. Here on YouTube.
What housing? Rensen, I don't know. This guy could be on a bus or something. Like,
So he's sitting on the toilet, right? And it's January 1st, like New Year's.
so he's on the toilet.
and he hears like fireworks going off outside.
It's New Year's. Happy New
And he's
Year's.
sitting on the toilet. He's like, "Well, you know what?" And he just puts his
He's on the toilet.
he's on his toilet. He gets his phone out. He goes to the TurboTax and just does his taxes.
He does his taxes on the phone, on the toilet, on New Year's.
They don't know it.
We're trying really hard to anticipate the future with these videos because our audience is in the fucking future, so we had to figure out what's like, you know.
It's really hard to know what people are going to want.
I don't know if you're on a bus or some futuristic kind of transportation device. You might be in a tube, a quantum tube, moving from one planet to another planet, watching videos for a light year or two.
Then you wake up with all this knowledge of things that were going on. And you heard the story that I was telling about how every person in history has like historians, and that's like a thing they have in common. So I could just, to make it easy for the historians, I'm just going to use all the technological data shit. Like we have fucking... Two things. Like we have learned to manipulate, electronically store information. No one's ever been able to do that shit before.
On tobacco.
So we're doing that shit. We're storing shit on tobacco. See, the thing is, it doesn't even matter that I didn't finish my thought right there, because at some other point in the future I will finish that thought. And then the historians that have all this information from all this data that I've collected over the years will be able to put this shit together. Or there'll be computers that are fucking mixing the shit up, like that Tool album.
Always you everything.
Fuck with your, and it'll also have like things that like a little magnets or something, some kind of magnet that like instead of going with against metal, it uses like bone, and it simulates like that little bones in your area to like make you feel like you're falling and shit, and it's like real fucking like disorienting.
Bullshit, never said bullshit. At this point, you probably realize this is all bullshit. But you know, you've been listening to it for so long, you might as well listen to it, yeah.
Stop me if you heard this one before, but I want to start a song that goes,
We don't normally drink before we make the show, but tonight we did. Yeah, tonight we did. Tonight we did.
check us out on www.
You know those people that don't like the sounds of other people chewing? Like that sound, you know? See that article on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
What if I like the sound of other people chewing?
So on and so on, and it's just kind of stuck like that for like 10 hours, and you have to like have a human intervention to like turn off the system, you know? www. You're like, turn it off! Turn it off!
You ever see the Hey Ya when he says alright and it goes on for like 10 minutes? Maybe it's like that. Alright.
That's right, man. News is a thing of the past because by the time you heard
It's old.
it's in the
It's
past. So what we got to do is we got to focus more on predictions. We're saying like, yo, this thing is going to happen. And then it does, and everybody's prepared for it because,
We predicted it.
TV only tells us things that already happened. We need TV to
Star
tell
Trek.
us things that are
Star
going
Trek.
to
They've been
happen.
doing it since. They've been Star Trek, man. Star Trek. Come on, man. Star Trek.
Let's make a show where we predict events, and then we just make those events occur. So therefore, we are fortune tellers, and then that's the show. We're just like,
Yeah, I have self-fulfilling prophecies. They're like
right,
something
the
that's
self-fulfilling prophecy show. I'm gonna kick your ass,
That's-
and then it happens. When people ask you questions, you gotta try not to limit your answer to the confines of the way they worded the question. You gotta make sure that you conceptually just hit it from different angles, just to make sure you're not gonna get trapped. Excuse me, sir, you over there in the back.
Fuck, I forgot my question!
Please hold your questions till the end of the lecture. So anyway, quantum teleportation is pretty tough, but we're going to figure it out at some point. So the way to get the funding for this is we got to find some cool VCs, right? So I'm going to go to this party, all right? He's going to be wearing these brown pants, and but there's this leather olive kind of brown snakeskin kind of shit. Yes, you in the back with the long hair. I'm a smack in the face, that's why I'm drunk, get you both. And in a boat, and I'm going, shit, I fucking swim, I mean, I miss, but, yo, hey, everybody getting in the way, I say, yeah, I get it on the road, I get it on the road, I'm gonna take you to the club, and then I'm gonna shoot I'm going to race wherever without you. I'm thinking faster than I can.
Oh, you got some shit.
Oh, give me some of that.
Oh, you got some shit. Give me some of. Oh, you got some shit. Oh, give me some. Oh, you got some shit. Give me some. Oh, you got some. Give me some of that shit. Yo, you got some shit. Give me some. Oh, you got some shit. Give me some of that. Oh, you got some shit.
Give me some of that.
Oh, you got some shit. Give me some of. Oh, you got some.
Give me some of.
Oh, you got some.
I love the creatures in the world. I love every fire person that it lives. It's not only
Get away from me, I don't want that shit. Get it away from me, I don't want that shit. Get it away from me, I don't want that shit. Get it away from me, I don't want that shit. Get it away from me, I don't want shit. Get it away from me, I don't want that shit. Get it away.
It's away.
Oh, it's problem solved. Problem solved. Problem solved. You can get on with our lives. Whatever you wanted to do is start now.
It's not everything,
It's everything.
but it's not nothing.
Everybody. Nobody. It ain't nobody. It ain't nothing. It ain't no thing.
Now, historians will look back at this, dive into the
Historians gonna look back.
arena.
Diving in. Oh, yeah. Historians gonna look back.
There's gonna be a lot of shit,
There's gonna be a lot of shit. Oh, yeah.
but buried within that shit,
It's buried in that shit.
there's some good shit.
There's some good shit. There's some good shit.
But the thing about time is it's infinite.
Time. Infinite.
We're older than half of everything.
Oh, we're
that
so
ever
much
exists.
older, baby.
But we're younger than half of everything.
But we
that
come
will
to
ever
two at the
exist.
same time. The duality.
We just keep on going.
It's endless. Infinite. Time. Time. It's infinite.
Infinite Brit, he's coming at you quick because he does it blah 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 blah. Sometimes the
Infinite
word
Brit is
even
gonna
is to make
spit
that shit.
game. Go.
Yeah.
Infinite Brit is gonna spit the game because he's a
Man, this song is so cool. I wish we were like playing it outside. Projecting it into the sky. Like imagine if you were in some sort of canyon. Colorado.
What? Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get better at admitting out loud how absolutely terrified of just existing I am. That was a really long 3 minutes. If you watched all that, I can't believe you got through all that. You know how many different, I would like to narrate later what was going on through my head. I was getting sleepy. Because I see existence, I recognize existence for what it is, and its amazing potential, and it paralyzes me. And how, as soon as you try to define anything, it can be different.
I know.
So, it's...
I'm not really saying anything. We've not said anything that I recognize. Therefore, it's still not a big deal. It's still not a big deal.
So things like commitment and dedication are concepts that we invented to help us, keep each other in from being in a completely vulnerable state at all times, and being able to deal with the world around us.
All the leaves are dead. All the leaves are dead. All the leaves are dead. Go pick up the rake, pick up the rake. All those leaves are dead. Pick up the rake, pick up the rake. All those leaves are dead. So pick up the rake and get to work, 'cause all those leaves are dead. Ooh, I'm gonna leave you for dead if you don't pick up those leaves, 'cause they're dead. I'm gonna leave you for dead if you don't pick up those leaves. I'm gonna leave you for dead if you don't make up those leaves, 'cause they're dead. Trying to sell some bullshit. How come ain't no broke brothers trying to sell some bullshit? How come ain't no broke brothers trying to sell some bullshit? How come ain't no broke brothers trying to...
All right, I'm gonna start the mix down for this thing. I want to get this going. Because with the kind of experience I'm having at the moment, I think trying to mix something down. Oh no. Man, where have I been? It's just it's so heavy. There's so much going on. So I just don't have time to. I don't have the peace of mind to take the time to. I'll make sure you see something. I'm putting all this stuff over here. I'll deal with it later. I can't believe it. I'm gonna put this spider. It's a fake spider. Okay, I know what you're thinking. The recording's been terminated because the disk is full or whatever. That's fine. Do I have any disk space? I have 72 megabytes of disk space. So, are there any practice takes or anything I can get rid of? No, not with this kind of session. Well, these two things, that's something that didn't record, so I can get rid of them. I'm going to delete both of them, and let's see how much space that frees up. It's not going to be much. And so now I'm up to 651 megabytes. That's a start. So I'm going to unallocate getting them, because it allocates memory when you have this shit. So I'm going to keep doing that, actually, because I want to bounce it down later. I'm taking it out of quick punch mode. I'm going to go see what kind of memory we're looking at. Still at 651, huh? Yep, all right. So I'm going to recycle bin. Nothing in there. I got to move some shit to another drive or something. So I'm looking at this. I got bipolar. That's what this is. How the plus magic read. Well, that's just the files here. That's a song I tried to do. Here's the hip hop ditty. Stuff with Kevin, but I think that's just no. There's no session files in there. Save the aliens. I can't move that yet. Valerie Quasar. I can't move that yet. Here's some more what it is, and there's like 8.2 gigabytes in there. So I'm gonna try moving that. I gotta go over to Skank Week folder. I gotta make sure to go check the Forte folder in that. And here it is, and it's a hashtag Forte. And I'm looking at what it is, 8888888, and that's not in there. So cool. I'm gonna just fucking move here. So this is kind of dangerous because if it gets interrupted, if somebody pulls the cord, we're fucked. But I take my chances sometimes. No, don't pull the cord. Don't pull the cord. Don't do anything. So now I'm gonna unmute all these. How much material are we working with right here? That looks like 120 minutes. So anyway, I'm going to shuffle mode, go to all, and I'm going to look at where the music starts happening. I zoom in, vertical zoom, it looks like around here, it starts. So I'm going to shuffle mode all that, get all that out of there. So now the recording is going to start at the beginning. I'm going to hit play, and I'm realizing that the thing is going to the speakers out there, so I'm going to put them going into here. And then I'm trying really hard to keep it together, people. Existence is just every step of the way, just baby steps. And you just kind of, sometimes it helps to talk yourself through it. And I'm unmuting those channels. I'm getting back up on my fucking high horse and making sure that this is in view with that. And I'm hearing stuff. And the gift of music is then birth to the cosmos. And I'm hearing music. And it's a good thing when I hear music because it just helps me take the... That sounds like snare bottom. So first I'm going to flip the phase. You could try it with phase in and out compared to this other snare. Here's the snare top. Snare top. Alright, so I'm going to blend the snare bottom in with... it'll get some sparkle in there. That's cool. I'm hearing some vocals. That's the other mic. So where's the room mics? Here we go. I'm putting an EQ on it. And I'm going to do the same EQ on the other overhead. So I'm going to pan them left and right. It seems like a good decision. I'm going to compress them a little bit because I want to pull some vocals out of them if I can. I shouldn't use that compressor. It's for vocals. This one you can change the timing of the compressor.
Try to find it on your own.
Good, I'm going to use that same compressor on this other side. At this time I realized I plugged the wrong speaker into the wrong speaker. So I'm going to fix that. It's always something. Sorry, I haven't eaten in a while. So I'm going to do this. Here we go. I put the overheads in a group. Call it the room. Take them out of the equation for now. So I guess this track is the floor tom. And it's like overly boomy. How you doing over there? All right, cool. It's happening, man. I just took some of my... Oh, our David Bowie song is up. All right, now I'm going to enter the mastering stage. 20 minutes of mixing for like, I don't know, an hour and 20-minute performance. You're not supposed to master the same material you mix. You're not supposed to mix on the same day you record. You're not supposed to master on the same day you mix.
That's not how we do it on what it is.
That's not how we doing what it is. Oh, I'm going to put reverb on just the floor tom.
Once was your hiding spot, is now the place you fear the most. The joke is on you now. The joke is on you! I seek to reach The joke is on you now.
Okay, enough of that. Man, I should, I'm gonna pop a tape in, too. I'm gonna pop in a brand new tape. If I can figure out how to open it.
Slightly browner, but eventually it might be the same color of brown. Like that one's obviously mine because it's sturdier than that one. Now we have the same charger.
Hi, you're watching more crazy aftermath of the whatever you want to call it. So, this is what we're looking at. We got a guitar, got some pedals. It's happening, man. It's cool. This is the place to be.
Do you know who Dan Electrode is? Who's Dan Electrode?
I'm gonna go throw something away.
You turn everything off when you touch Dan Electrode?
Did I?
I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working. Nothing seems to be
It
working.
looks like it's on now. Everything appears to be on still. This stuff is pretty low tech too. I mean, like, I don't think any of this stuff was made past the '99. Yeah, the bass amp, the Fender Bassman reissue, is from the 2000s. Everything else, I mean, that guitar's from '76. That chorus pedal's from the '80s. Do what you gotta do to keep it going, man. Keep it going, man. Yo, do what you gotta do to keep it going, man. Wow, look at all these cigarette butts. It's having a lot of problems. You know, used cars. We're gonna set this car on fire. Used cars.
Why are you watching this?
Yeah, what are you watching it for? It's just us watching something. I don't know why you're still watching.
Yeah.
Are you crazy, man? This is the cleanup process.
You'll be out playing your banjo with your friends all night. Not banjo, it's 1976 Kiss Marauder. Yeah, Peter loves to play a goddamn banjo all night with friends. Strumming away. His whole life.
His whole
So
life.
much potential.
Waste. So much potential.
Strumming away.
Strumming away.
Fucking banjo with his fucking friends.
I think this one is yours. I would be able to live like a normal person. You know, I would have like a place to live. I would have like my own kitchen. Yeah, this is an epic song. This is one of those songs that we have to show the aliens. When the aliens come down, we got to give them the gift of music to show them like
This is what we've been doing the whole time.
humanity. Yeah, you know, this is this song right here. I think is like one of the it's one of the moments where humanity is the potential of all human is just kind of it's like a ray of light shines and the good Lord just opens his arm, you know, and the clouds open and you know all the people. There's people everywhere. They're all clapping and cheering because you know in that moment that the entire universe, the energy of everything around us is everything, and we're all together. And yeah, it's just one of those kind of songs that makes you feel something like that, you know.
That's why we should show
That's
the
good.
aliens when the aliens come.
What if they hate it?
Yeah, they could definitely kill us. You know, they're like, fuck that, you pussies. You know,
They could definitely kill us.
the aliens are gonna, they're gonna think we're totally lame. They're like, what? That's what you've been doing.
That's what you got?
yourselves? Really? Da, da, da. Come on.